Hi, it's Goddess Lily. Well, I have a new closure to show you, but before I show you the actual closure, well, I'm going to show you the closure, but before we get up close and personal, I want to kind of show you basically how it looks after you wash it. This is a closure with a defined center part, but look at the tangling that happens because of the cuticles going in opposite directions. Now I just uploaded a video before this on how to trim returns. So I showed you how I was trimming the returns, which is the actual return that causes the matting and the tangling. You cannot get all of the returns out of your pieces, or at least I can't, but I try, but I don't. It's impossible, really, because there's millions of them. So you have to be really careful when you're combing them out, because just remember there are a lot of single strands, and even though all my pieces are double knotted, there is still a chance of you combing out the hairs from being too rough with it. So I normally will spray it with some type of leave-in conditioner, and I recommend that you all do that. This is just something that's called hair juice that I picked up. I sometimes use the Infusion 23 leave-in conditioner. But what I like to do is use the metal part of the comb and just pick it out. Pick the tangles out, because if you start trying to comb it from the root to the edges, you're going to cause some shedding, and of course the knots pull out from the back. And like I said, even though I do double knots, you're still gonna, you still can experience some shedding. So you just have to be really careful, because like this is a nice little knot right here. So I'm just going to use the edge of my comb to get it out. Now I really took time and pulled out or cut out a lot of returns, but I can't get all the returns out, so I'm always going to experience a little bit of tangling. And I actually send a nice little letter that I have also uploaded on my wig making blog that says how to care for your lace fronts and lace front wigs. So just go to my site and click on that tab. I think it's just called Wig Care, and that will give you a little idea of or just remind you of how to really gently handle it. And I'm using a really wide tooth comb first, because I want to make sure that all my tangles are out. And as you know that, my phone. Hold on one second.
Call from 587.
Okay. So as you know, I forgot, I lost my train of thought. Oh, I know. You can, manipulate your closures to dry a certain way. So I basically want my closure to kind of swing to the front to dry. So I'm going to comb it that way. And I'm going to use a little comb like this. And I'm just kind of combing it to the front. But I'm doing it so gently that so here's the closure. It has a defined center part. Hold on. And that's a close-up look of the parting area. And here's a look at how I do the foundation. I went to an even smaller type of foundation, and so that's kind of what you grab. That's what you'll stick your needle through, you know, when you're sewing it down. Alright, so this is the final results, and let me show you the hair. This is the hair. So it kind of came out almost, you know, you lose a couple inches from length. So I would say this is, I don't know, what would we say, maybe 16, even 18 inches maybe. And so this is basically the length of it. Now, I did use a different type of hair. I think the hair that you initially sent me was more curly, which is the bulk of this, and I used not that much of this, maybe about a half an ounce of this or less to finish it off. So, alrighty, give you one more close-up look. And you know that center parting, there's no hair in that parting area, and that's how I define my center part, by just leaving that area open. And this is a very light brown lace. You probably want to go in with a little bit of, you know, eyeshadow. I like Brown Down by MAC. That's what I like to use to darken, you know, make my lace a little brown. And as far as the edge is concerned, someone is emailing me that has really deep concerns about the edge of the lace. You know, there is really nothing you can do about the color, the edge of the lace. Basically, what I recommended was maybe getting a brown Sharpie or even a brown crayon, because crayons wash out, so it's not permanent, and just going across the very edge of the lace. I mean, we all have that problem with the edge of our lace. You know, I have a strap on mine, so I have my glueless wig strap that I have the patent for. So, you know, we all have that problem, but since this wig is, the hair is coming forward, I don't have to even worry about the lace. I just go in and darken my part. But I would say use a crayon, or, you know, a brown crayon, and just go across the very fine edge of your lace to darken it, and that should, you know, take the problem away. But if you have a closure like this with a defined center part, you're not going to want to, you know, put any color right there on that part, because you want that to be open and colorless so it can blend right in with your peak. And then, I don't know, just when I wear my hair back, which I haven't in a long time, I normally just gel my baby hair over the edge of the lace, and that tends to work for me. But I think you just have to, you know, kind of do what works for you. Okay, so this is the closure. It's a 3x4 inch curly hair. I had to trim the returns to get that poofiness out and to minimize the tangling. Alrighty, thank you for watching.